Terminator 2 Judgment Day, or T2 Judgment Day, however you want to look at it. So anyways, the thing I definitely want to talk about this one is that this is probably everybody's favorite, from critics to all the people around the world who have seen this movie. Very, very good. I actually got the DVD, which is actually called, I don't know if you can see it very well or not, Extreme DVD. And kind of move it back a little bit. There we go. Extreme DVD, which means there's an extra 16 minutes of footage. The biggest thing that I really liked about this film was, unlike the first one, the special effects still hold up today very well. You know, and I think I mentioned this briefly with Jurassic Park, that it really, these are like the two biggest movies I feel like that you look back at the special effects and then you look at today's stuff and you're thinking, well, you can really tell that there really isn't much of a big difference, it seems like, except today's ones you could tell a lot more of the special effects, where these ones, even with Jurassic Park, those dinosaurs look so real. That was the nice thing. And with this one, it pretty much looked so real with the Terminator. Well, maybe not with, you know, Robert Patrick, who plays the T-1000, knives for hands and stuff like that. But I definitely want to say that this was such a wonderful film. This was, you know, great action. Humor was there. I mean, you know, Schwarzenegger's deadpan humor worked all the way throughout this movie. Said action was great. Edward Furlong, before I forget to mention him, he plays John Connor. I gotta say, between him and Robert Patrick, these two actors, this movie was probably the best that they did. And Terminator 2, to be exact, was just an awesome film. I mentioned about the special effects with like the T-1000 is the biggest thing, where he can actually turn himself into other people. He can turn himself into like, into a floor or anything. There's a scene in there where he pretty much, you know, sucks himself back up through, like he was like on a tile floor pretty much, or pretending it was a tile floor. He ends up killing it. First off, he clones himself as a security guard, then he pretty much kills him with the finger thing that goes right through his head. I still think that was still pretty cool for what it was, you know. Like I said, I mean, Linda Hamilton did a good job. James Cameron came back to direct it. Unfortunately, this was the last one that he would even have anything part of the film. Because even in the third one, he had nothing to do with it. He didn't executive produce it. He didn't do any of that kind of stuff. Unlike Spielberg, the executive produced Jurassic Park 3. Any kind of fight scenes between the Terminator and the T-1000, played by Robert Patrick, just awesome. Just everything was about. The biggest thing I liked about this movie, especially for Robert Patrick, was he was such a great villain. He was probably the best villain they have ever had overall. And, you know, for people out there who's going to go see the new one, my biggest problem, just by the preview, and I don't know if I brought this up at all before, even with the first one, but I definitely want to say that Schwarzenegger with white hair, you know, the old aging Terminator, it's like, they better explain why. They really better, because he almost looks ridiculous. I'm worried that it's going to be a very disappointing film, and I'll be on here, you know, filming my stuff and just complain and bitch about this film. Excuse my language out there, people. But, you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that comes. I know we still have a couple more weeks on that film. So, like I want to mention, is Terminator 2, like I said, I mean, if you wanted the extra footage, you have to get the Extreme DVD. But I just want to say, you know, just like a lot of people out there, what a wonderful film, what a great movie, great sci-fi. I will be honest, I'm not the biggest sci-fi fan out there, but yet I like the Terminators, I like stuff like Star Wars, and Star Trek. I've always been more of a Star Trek fan than you know, Star Wars fan, but I like them all. I really do enjoy them all a lot. So there, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, please hit the like button, please comment right below all that other stuff I mentioned. So everybody out there, have yourself an awesome time, and I will see you guys next time for Terminator 3, Rise of the Machine. Bye everybody.